Regularly, the Chinese students attending the Max-Rill boarding school discuss the coronavirus and how to manage their daily activities. Don't forget to change your bed sheet, the teacher tells them, and reminds them that the school will do any food shopping for them. Many have effectively been stuck here since the outbreak began spreading around China in December. Grade 12 student Lang, who chose to only give her family name, was last at home just before Christmas.
Of course, I miss my parents, my whole family and all my friends in China. I haven't gone home because of the coronavirus and because I'm in my final year of high school. First, you have to be in quarantine in China for 14 days, and then in quarantine for another 14 days when you return to Germany. It's not worth it.
While all countries allow the return of their citizens, many have implemented travel restrictions, imposed quarantine measures, even banned people coming from EU countries, the epicenter of the pandemic, making the logistics of returning difficult for these students. Germany has closed many of its borders and introduced even tighter restrictions across the country aimed at limiting social contact. Most schools have been closed in Germany, including boarding schools, so the students here spend their time studying, playing cards, and chatting with friends back in China. Li Yu from Beijing uses music to pass her time. She hasn't been home in 6 months.
At first, I was a bit afraid because we are here in the school with strangers running back and forth. But I think Chinese students should not fly back to China right now because many things can happen on the way. You may also be able to bring the virus home with you. It's best to stay in quarantine. Although we miss our family, we cannot fly home.
For the last 6 years, the Max-Rill boarding school has been popular with foreign students wishing to receive an internationally revered private German education. The principal and student coordinator regularly write emails to the students' families back in China, informing them of the current situation.
When the epidemic started in China in December, we told them in January that I have to stay here. We didn't expect the disease to come to Germany at that time, but now nearly all of them stay here. We live in a rural area, quite far away from the towns. So we decided to stay safe here, also to communicate to parents that they needn't worry about their kids.
The students, who all have medical insurance, are instructed not to go to town, but can take walks in the neighboring forests.
All over Germany and Europe, people have been facing challenges trying to return to their homelands, as many borders close and flights are cancelled. Many countries have also been working hard to return their citizens home. Yet many citizens are also choosing to stay abroad during these very unusual times. Natalie Carney for CGTN in Bad Tolz, Germany.